Prayers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we start with Khanda second. So in first Khanda, uh, the the knowledge was given. Shravanam was done. Now the second Khanda is in the form of Mananam. So Guruji already gave the knowledge that this tattvam that you asked for, केनेषितं पतति प्रेषितं मनः केन प्राणः प्रथमः प्रेतियुक्तः etc etc by whose desire these things are functioning in their own uh, you know areas, or prompted by whom they are functioning. And the answer was given that it is the ear of the ear, it is the eye of the eye, etc. So it is not, the ears do not function by themselves, but there is something else which propels the ears, etc., to function the way they do. And so, how am I supposed to know that tattvam? Uh, well, you won't be able to know that by the conventional means, by your sense organs, organs of actions and mind. Then is it not possible to know it at all? No, no, it is not like that. Uh, the way by Agam Parampara, by the Guru Parampara, by the Guru Shishya Parampara, the way this Tattvam is taught is the Guru gives this kind of understanding to the Shishya that this Tattva is neither Viditam nor Aviditam, or it is different than Viditam and it is different than Aviditam. So this is how the tattva or reality is unfolded in this Upanishad. It is different from Viditam and it is different from Aviditam as well. What is Viditam? That which is known. What is that? Karya. Whatever is manifest Karya effect is called Viditam. What is Aviditam? Karana. So it is different from Karya, it is different from Karana. It is different from manifest, it is different from even unmanifest. Uh, Unmanifest in the sense which cannot, which do not have potential to manifest. So Prakriti, Maya, that cause. Uh, so it is not karya karana, it is not uh, mm, manifest or unmanifest, and so it is not something to be acquired or uh, to be rejected. Heya upadeya, because whatever is known, this equation is given that yat viditam tad alpam. Whatever is known has to be limited, and whatever is limited has to be martya. It doesn't last forever. It comes to an end, and whatever comes to an end is dukkhatmakam. It leaves you with sorrow. So that is not what you will want. So whatever is known is dukkhatmakam. Therefore, you want to leave it. Therefore, it is tyajya. Heya. Heya meaning tyajya. You want to leave it. So whatever is viditam is heyam, you want to give it up, and whatever is aviditam, unknown, you want to meditate upon him or that unknown, and try to acquire it. So all our activities are in these two areas. We either try to give something up or we try to acquire something. And uh, Guru says, here the Guruji says that this Tattvam is different from Vidita and Aviditam. So it does not fall in the scope of something to be given up and something to be acquired. Now, what is that which does not need to be given up and which does not need to be acquired? If we dwell on it, there is only one thing that falls into this category, and that is I. I am that entity uh, which need not be given up, which need not be acquired. I never give up myself, neither do I need to acquire myself. I, in the state, in the sense of pure consciousness, I, the pure uh, I am sleepy, I am waking, I am tall, I am short. In all the costumes of the I am is constant, and that I am is never given up and never acquired. In and through all the costumes, in and through all the states, that I am is never given up and never um, acquired. So that is the Tattvam. That I am is Brahman. That was the Upadesha given in the first Khanda, uh, and that was also emphasized by the Shruti that that Tattva alone illumines this Vacha, this speech, mind, prana, etc. And all of these do not, this speech, etc., do not have, uh, they are not able to illumine these, um, this tattva that was emphasized in the last few mantras. And so, whatever you meditate upon, or you have been praying as this, something other than this. If you have been praying Brahman or Ishvara as somebody other than you, something that stands apart from you, then that's not the right way. That is not what it is. Brahman is your very self. This was the jnanam that was given by the Guruji in their first uh, khanda. So now mananam is being done. So now the Guruji opens up. यदि मन्यसे सुवेदेति दहर में दहरे भाग. Let me read from this. यदि मन्यसे सुवेदेति दहरमेवापि नूनं त्वं वेत्थ ब्रह्मणो रूपं यदस्यच्च देवेषु अथ नो मीमांस्यमेव ते मन्ये विदितम्. So the Guruji says, Yadi manyase suvedeti. If you think that you know this Brahman very well, then let me tell you, Daharam eva api nunam tvam. Tvam veta. Then may you know that you know only Daharam, only very little of this, only a part of this Brahman. Only one aspect of this Brahman, only a little aspect of this Brahman. So may you know that you do not know it in its entirety. Uh, so yeah. So tvam yad asya cha देवेषु अथ नु मीमांस्यम् एव ते मन्ये विदितम्. So if you think within your adhyatmic, if you think Brahman is so there are these two terms, adhyatmic and adhidevik, right? So if you think by Twampad Vichara, you have understood what consciousness is. I know what I am, and so now I am sitting just with myself all day because I want to be with myself. I want to be with Brahman. because I think if I open up, if I interact, then I will not be with Brahman. So I am what am I doing? I am constantly sitting with myself. I'm not interacting with the world because I want to be with Brahman. So this is Adhyatmik. If you are limiting the understanding of Brahman to just that your individual self, that you have to be in Samadhi and only then you will know Brahman. In that way, if you're limiting yourself to this individual self, uh, or a particular state, then very little. You do not know Brahman in its entirety. And secondly, uh, as asya deveshu ath yat asya deveshu, and that Brahman which is evident, or which is worshipped in the Devatas, so that Adhidaivik Swarupa, if you know Brahman as the Adhidaivik Swarupa, as some function, uh, as limited to some function like Ganesha, Rama, Krishna, etc., then also like Saguna Swarupa, essentially, then also you do not know Brahman in its entirety. Then, if you know Brahman in either of these ways, either by Samadhi you are just limiting yourself to that state of mind, and you are trying to resist any interaction. If that kind of view of Brahman is there in your mind, or if you take Brahman as some Saguna Swarupa, as Ram, Krishna, etc., then in both these cases you know very little of Brahman. And if that is so, then manye viditam, then uh, you should deliberate upon this. You should contemplate further to have a better understanding, to have the correct understanding of Brahman. So this is what there is Thula, Nikhila, there is a to make sure that the pole is grounded firmly. What is being done is it is shaken, and then it is again pounded deeper, and in that way it is made sure that it is not very loose. So also here the Guruji wants to shake up the understanding of the disciple, so that if there is room for some error or incorrect understanding, then that is corrected. And that is exactly, so that kind of mananam is being done here. So after, so the Shishya goes and does the. So we assume that the Guruji must have looked at the Shishya, and his face must have revealed some indications which may have suggested the Guruji to to test him. And so now the Shishya deliberates, and then now he comes back of what he thinks. So, second mantra is the Shishya's statement of what he thinks about Brahman. Naham manyeshu vedeti, no na vedeti veda cha, yo nastadveda tadveda, no na vedeti veda cha. So Shishya says, I do not think that I know Brahman very well. Neither do I say that I do not know Brahman at all. And those among all the other students, we assume that there must be other students sitting there, or any other person who thinks this tattvam like this Brahman like this, in this manner, anyone who understands this tattvam in this manner, they know it correctly, uh, and otherwise they do not know it correctly. So, Guruji, Guruji's teaching was what? Uh, Vidita, uh, This was Guruji's teaching. Anyadeva tat viditat. It is different from vidita. Atho aviditat adi. It is different from avidita. So, meaning it is not a matter of to be objectified. It is something that has to be known as my very self, as I. That is what the Guruji wants to say. So, when the Shishya says, Naham manye suvedeti, I do not say that I know Brahman very well. Why? Because when can I say I know Brahman very well? When Brahman is some object or form, then I can say that yes, okay, I know Brahman very well. But Brahman is not it does not possess some name and form, some adjective. So it is not a matter of objectification. I cannot say Brahman as this is Brahman, not separate from me. So that's why the Shishya says, I do not say that I know Brahman very well. So then do you not know Brahman? No, neither do I say that I do not know Brahman. So this is how in code language all the teaching and the answer, the mananam has also happened. And so this is Shishya gives his pratyaya. What do I mean? What do I mean by pratyaya? See, when Guruji teaches Tattvamasi, you are that. So what should happen in the Shishya's mind? You are that. Is that what happens? No. What happens in Shishya's mind is, I am that. I am Brahman. You are Brahman. When teacher tells that, then Shishya's cognition, the understanding that should happen here is, I am Brahman. So when I say you are Brahman, you should not say I understood you are Brahman. You should say what? Right, I am Brahman. So also it is different from Vidita. It is different from Avidita. Avidita should land where? It should land into I. That is where the teacher wants, that is where teacher is navigating. So now the Shishya has to respond to this understanding of I. How is he going to say? So he is saying, well, I neither do I know it very well, so I do not know it as separate from me. Neither do I say that I do not know it at all. So this is the Shishya's pratyay to the teaching that is being taught. Now, having said that, uh, now the next mantra is Shruti's mantra. Now the Shruti, the Upanishad is telling the next mantra. So Guruji told the teaching, then it conformed with the Shishya's understanding, and now in the next mantra, it will be shown that how what Shruti has to say is also in line with what the Guruji taught, what the Shishya's Anubhava spoke, his understanding spoke, and so the Ekvakyata, the integrity between the teaching of the Guru, the understanding of the Shishya, and Shruti Vakya is being conformed. It is being said. Uh, Third is यस्या मतं तस्य मतं मतं यस्य न वेदसः अविज्ञातं विजानताम् विज्ञातमविजानताम्. So the Shruti says, uh, the same thing, nothing different. Those whose understanding, or for those wise people for whom this Brahman is amatam, is unknown, they know it. Amatam is to be understood as unknown, and matam is to be understood as known. Okay. So uh, those for whom Brahman is unknown, those they are the ones who actually know Brahman. Uh, Whereas those who think that they know Brahman, they do not know Brahman. Okay, avijnatam, avijanatam. So avijanatam among those who think that they know, uh, vignatam is no. Among those uh, vijanatam means among the knowers, or for the knowers, vignatam for the knowers. uh, okay, avignatam unknown. Okay, fine. Avignatam is unknown. Vijanatam is for the knowers. So for the knowers, it is unknown. Vignatam, and for those who do not know, it is known. So this is the meaning. The gist is same understanding, just the wordings are different. That those who think, those who think that they have known as separate from them, as some objectifiable thing, they do not know. But those who think that they do not know how, separate from themselves, they are the ones who actually know Brahman. So, what is the gist of it? The gist is Brahman is not something to be objectified. It is not something that you will know as this. Then how will you know it? You will know it as what? I. You will know it as the I pratyaya. So this is the Shruti Vakya. This is what the Shruti had to say. Then, does it make sense, or is there a confusion? I'm not seeing your video, so I can't, comment. If I see
No,
your video,
it is not confusing, but we can understand actually what he means to say. Yeah,
so the words are all coded language.
yeah,
It is all because Brahman, because this tattvam, this essence is not available to be understood by words, in the sense it is not a literal meaning of any word. So the way the Shruti can make us understand is by knocking off uh, all our attempts to objectify it, all
yes,
our
yes.
attempts to either reach it, acquire it, or to give something up. So
Yeah.
that is the only way the Shruti can explain us. So that is why this language is little bit coded. But the understanding is clear that both the Guru, the Shishya, and the Shruti is coming to one understanding, one cognition, that this Brahman is not something to be objectified, neither it is something unknown, it is very much known as the very self. So, having said that, the fourth mantra is saying Pratibodhaviditam matam amrutatvam hi vindate atmana vindate viryam vidyaya vindate mritam. So, Pratibodham viditam matam amrutatvam hi vindate. So, every cognition, pratibodham viditam means in every cognition, uh, something is known. What is that? Brahman. This Brahman is known in every cognition. Uh, why? Uh, because Brahman is Nitya or Anitya? Brahman is Nitya. I am just giving you the understanding. So don't worry if you feel that you are lost. Let me give you the understanding first. प्रत्येक बोध में जो विदित है उसे ब्रह्मन मानना चाहिए. प्रतिबोध विदितम मतम. So प्रतिबोध विदितम matam. That is what I translated. This Brahman is known in every cognition. Bodha means cognition. Bodha here means cognition. Like if I show you this phone, then a cognition of this phone happens. Or if I say phone, when I utter that word, then the cognition happens. You recognize the picture of a phone. If I say an elephant, then you recognize the picture of elephant. You have the corresponding what an elephant is in your mind. If I say a rabbit, then the elephant cognition changed to a rabbit cognition. So pratibodha viditam, the bodh here means that cognition. So every cognition that I have in mind, in every cognition, this Brahman is available. Or without Brahman, none of this cognition is possible. Uh, Atmana vindate viryam. All this cognition, any of our cognition, is getting the strength from where? From this self. It is I, the consciousness, who is giving the capacity for all the vrittis of my mind, for all the cognitions of my mind to get illumined. When can I say I am sad, I am uh, having a thought of I'm angry, or when can I say that? When something else is illumining it. And so that something else is what? That something else is my true nature. That something else is consciousness. So that consciousness is uh, that consciousness is what gives uh, just give me a second. Give me a second. So we were looking at this fourth mantra, Pratibodha Viditam, very important mantra. प्रतिबोधविदितं मतम् अमृतत्वं हि विन्दते आत्मना विन्दते वीर्यं विद्यया विन्दते मृतम्. प्रतिबोधविदितं, when every cognition is known, matam, when that is known, amrutatvam hi vindate, then amrutatvam, immortality, vindate means attains, then one attains immortality because atmana vindate viryam, because the strength is by one's atmana, by one's true nature alone. Vidyaya vindate amrutam. Vidyaya, and the knowledge regarding the self gives us immortality. These are the word meaning. I have to do this just to, take you through. So, little bit of health of Vashyakara will be taken. I will take here. Pratibodha viditam, bodham bodham pratividitam. So in every bodha, in every cognition, what is known is what. So let us just dwell on this pratibodha viditam matam. In every cognition, what is known? When I say, uh, when you see this phone, then some bodha happens, some knowledge happens in your mind. What is it? What do you see when what are you seeing right now? What is there in my hand?
Mobile.
Anything else do you see? What am I holding? What do you see?
No, we don't see anything except that you are holding this. Uh,
In my hand, what do you see?
A laser packet.
no, cell
No, I mean
phone.
the
Cell
phone. It's
phone.
a.
Okay.
Yeah. Phone.
But do you see just a phone?
Yeah,
I should give you a simple example. What do you see in my hand?
yeah.
Some clip kind of thing. Yeah.
That's it. Do you see anything else? Is this a clip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do
No,
you
it is.
see now?
A pen.
That's it. You don't see anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Pen only we see. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there something else with this pen?
No, we don't see.
Your
When
hand.
can you
Hold.
see this? When can you see this pen? Can you see this pen every time?
No, when you hold it, then only we see.
Uh, yeah, but what other circumstances is needed for you to see this pen? Can you see it in night when it
Only when
is
there's a
dark?
light is there. Only when the light is there, we can see.
Only when there is light.
Yeah.
So, are you not seeing light in this
Yeah.
form?
Yeah, we are seeing the
So,
light. Yeah.
are you actually looking at pen, or are you seeing light in this form of pen?
And we are seeing the pen because of the light. There, whenever there is a light.
You think you see a pen, or you say, or is it that the light comes here and it gets reflected and then it takes the form of a pen? What is it? Do you actually see light or do you see pen?
We see the pen actually, but light we in the background. We understand that when it is understood by this one. No? When the light is there, only we can see that is understood.
But are there two things, light and pen?
Yeah,
When uh, pen is there in my hand, but what
yeah.
do you see? Do you see light or do you see pen?
You
What do you
get
see?
the you get the knowledge of the thing only when it is light is there or there is a, yeah, when there is a
So
light
I
we really know that it is not a snake, it is a rope. It's like that.
see, I am holding a pen, right?
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
Now I am holding a clip. So,
Yeah.
is it not that the light comes here?
Yes.
If the light was not there, you would not see this clip
No, no, no.
Yes.
See,
or the
yeah,
pen or whatever I would
Yes.
hold. So, is it
Yes.
not that the light comes here, then it gets reflected, then it comes into a falls onto our retina? We all studied the physics that it's the light gets reflected, it enters our cornea, and then
Corn.
the image gets inverted, and that is what we get. Uh, that's what we see. So actually, are we seeing the object or are we seeing the light in the form of this object?
yeah. We are seeing the
Uh,
light in the form of object. Yeah,
Exactly, that is my point. We are always seeing light, but what do we miss all the time? Light.
okay.
So when we are looking beautiful Himalayas, what are we looking? Light in the form of Himalayas. When we are looking a beautiful flower, what are we looking? Light. We are looking light in the form of a beautiful rose. So this is a it's a looks like a new concept that you are not looking at a lotus or rose or Himalayas or landfill. What are you looking at?
Yeah, we
You
see
are,
all these objects, but light is
yeah,
in the background, but it's always there in our mind that light, it is because of the light we are able to see, that's always in our background. Yeah,
yeah, but what is the truth? You are not seeing the object, you are seeing light in the form of this object.
yeah, right. Yeah, yeah.
You
Okay.
are seeing light which is refracted, right?
Reflected. Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
so if this understanding is right, if we understand that this is the physics that is happening, that actually when I am seeing anything, it is not that the object that I am seeing, I am seeing actually light.
yeah,
Hmm.
right.
Light in the form of that particular object.
If
Hmm.
any
But
other object
where,
comes, it will see that one in any different way
yeah,
because they,
so so right now I'm seeing light in the form of orange color,
yeah,
and this dimension, that is how I'm seeing light. Now it gets changed. Now I'm seeing light in this form.
yeah,
So far,
Also,
what was my understanding? That I'm seeing clip, I'm seeing pen. But now after my physics professor taught me that this is what happens, then what do I understand? Although I think that I am seeing this, I am actually seeing light in this form. I am seeing light in this form, right? So
it's
so
interesting. Hmm. It is
so
interesting.
it
yeah.
is very interesting. So now our understanding flips, that
Philips, yeah.
in all this knowledge, what am I seeing?
I'm seeing only
Light.
light.
I am seeing only light. So
Yeah.
far, I was fighting for these things. Hey, I want this thing. I want this thing. Hey, man, you are just looking at light. Now, if our understanding changes and becomes firm in this, then will we fight for things?
Yeah,
So anything
all
that
the
I'm seeing,
We may fight, but
so
the but
why,
yeah,
why? So anything I'm seeing is light only. When I'm
yeah,
seeing, yeah, Gopalji, I'm seeing light.
yeah.
When I'm seeing you, I'm seeing light. It's
You are
like
seeing
that.
light.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So also pratibodha viditam matam. So
Hmm.
just as this was an example. Now we are going to stretch the example. Just like this, in every cognition, when I say pen, when I say elephant, there is something happening. So there is something which remains constant, upon which the names and forms are playing. Uh, so there is something called something that is the substratum, that is the adhisthana, that is the uh, like the theater. In theater, when you go and you watch the movie, what happens? You watch the Bachchan is fighting and Bachchan is dancing and whatnot, all the scenes. What are you seeing? Are you seeing Bachchan or Rekha or whatever? You are just
Light
seeing
of
light.
yeah,
light.
And actually, are you seeing? And what are you seeing? Actually, you are just seeing the that that what do you call, the screen
Yeah.
yeah,
upon which the light is. And so also we think that okay, now the cognition of pen has come, now the cognition of clip has come, now the cognition of anger has come, now the cognition of mm, ice cream
So,
has come,
so
whatever.
this concept, when I extend it, it means that I'm all the time seeing Brahman only, nothing else.
Exactly. Pratibodha viditam matam. In all your knowledge, I know, I do not know. Even in this knowledge, even in this knowledge, even in this understanding, that I know history, I do not know history. Or I know this word, I do not know this. I know Sanskrit, I do not know Sanskrit. Even when I tell that it is a thought, by cognition, what I mean is a particular thought. So by any thought, what becomes evident is this Brahman alone. If our understanding has now changed to what this consciousness is, so it is this Brahman, this pure uh, I am that consciousness upon which this individual thought plays around. Uh, so I, the
Basically,
consciousness,
yeah,
is that uh, general substratum upon which the particular thoughts confine itself and come and go.
yeah.
So we have to shift our, uh, you know, our uh, our
Go to the, yeah, the frame of thinking.
understanding, frame of
Frame of
thinking.
thinking.
We have to shift our frame of thinking to the
Mm.
substratum. We are so much engrossed in the names and forms that we
Yeah.
miss the adhisthana. We were so much
Yeah.
engrossed in the clip and pen that we
Yeah.
missed the light so far.
Correct.
Even if we were taught in physics, we miss it, and even tomorrow you will miss it. Even
Yeah,
after.
but you need
Yeah.
to make a practice of going to the root of this, and it's only one thing.
So this mantra is talking about that may
Okay.
you know, pratibodha viditam, that in every cognition, in every thought, this Brahman is the one, this I consciousness is the one which illumines every thought.
Okay.
And the one that illumines every thought uh, uh, is what, yeah, that is the strength, by the strength of myself, or by the strength of Brahman, any particular thought gets illumined. So may you know
Yeah.
that by which the particular thought is illumined or known to be Brahman, or to be the self. If you know this, once you know this, then may you know that, then you will have attained immortality, means you will have recognized that you were always immortal, you were never limited. That is the, without going into the word to word meaning, I want to give you the, the summary of what that mantra is trying to say. And this is the summary, that so far we have been looking at these objects, missing the light, and so also so far we have been looking at processing our thoughts and being consumed by the thoughts, not understanding, not recognizing that I am the one consciousness, pure consciousness, because of which every thought is known, every thought is illumined. And I am that limitless self, I am that Brahman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A very good example, huh? Which makes you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So now, this Pratibodha Viditam Matam is meant to be a process of abhyasa. That
Yes.
you take any cognition, we need not hate any cognition. Even a thought of anger comes, we need not say, why did this anger came? I mean, at, in one aspect, we can make sure that our personality gets some grooming, but we can make it an occasion of dwelling in Brahman. That because of which I know that the thought of anger has come, that is Brahman.
Yeah.
That I am. That I am, and that is consciousness.
Yeah. We have to keep thinking about that one and let's start practicing about that one and see everywhere Brahman that.
Yeah, so the key is not to get drowned by any thought.
Yeah.
Any thought that occupies your mind, you pick that thought. And now you apply this one equation. Pratibodha viditam matam. By every cognition, what is revealed or what is illumined or what illumines any cognition, That is I. That is Brahman. That is pure consciousness. So just take this one thing and just dwell on it for a week,
Yeah.
for 5 minutes. And so Kenopanisad has some of these key things. You take just Vidita, other than Vidita, other than Avidita. Take that and just dwell on it for a week. Take this Pratibodha Viditam Matam and dwell on it for a week. That's all that is needed. Such
Yeah,
a
right.
key capsule form, and that is all that is needed for you to reach to not reach. We don't have to reach to understand our true nature. Like this classic example of we are not looking at objects, we are looking at light. So also we are not looking at particular thoughts. We are uh, looking at we are always looking at the general light, but in a particular form. But we are so much dragged away by that particularities that the general is missed by us. So the whole of
Yeah,
Vedanta, even if you study Brihadaranyaka Upanishad someday when you will do, then that understanding, see, our life has been what? Our life has been uh, a process of gaining more specialities,
we are
you know?
taking we are taking light as granted. It's there.
Yeah,
That is what is happening.
that is happening. But even
Yeah,
look at our life. Our life, what do we do? We study 10th grade, 12th grade, then PhD, master's, PhD. Then we do our job and then we gain certain awards, certain certificates. So I am such and such, I'm a botanist, I did this, I did job here for 15 years, I did job in this company and that company, I did this project, that company. So what is that? That is all decoration, right? That is all specialization. Now, what does Vedanta wants to do? Vedanta wants to reverse the whole process. You drop all the specialization. So from special to general. So our life so far had been from general to special. Now we have to reverse the process. We have to drop all the specialization to be able to recognize the general. So it is the whole process of Vedanta is like this. So here in these two equations, it is being said. Elsewhere in other Upanishads, in with different examples, the same this process from specialization to generalization, from particularization to the commonality. Uh, this is being emphasized. So here we have this equation, capsule form equation, Pratibodha Viditam Matam. May you know this Brahman, may you know this self to be that because of which every cognition is known. That which is in and through every cognition. Every cognition has two parts, uh, Asti Bhati Priya and name and form. So from name and form, which right now dictates our attention, we have to focus our attention. We have to drop our attention from name and form. What remains, what will remain is the substratum that I am. Only when I am, then a particular thought can arise. When I was in deep sleep, did I get any thought? I didn't get any thought in deep sleep. When did I get? So what happened when I woke up? What's the first thing that happens when I wake up? I am.
We understand we are, yeah.
I am.
I am.
This and okay, I am.
I
Then the
am.
thinking of okay, I am Gopal ji or Sudhir ji or Pushti ji. Now I have to do this. I have to wake up at 6 o'clock and study Vivek Chudamani now. So I have to get ready. Or I am late for Vivek Chudamani again. whatever. So, when can all the rest of the particular thoughts arise? When the first understanding I am is, right? So, in this way, when the substratum is I am, this is just an, yeah. So, I am always remains constant, even in Sushupti, even in deep sleep. Did the I am, did it get erased? Did I stop being there in deep sleep? I was
Still
there.
there.
I was still there. Only the mind was not there. I was there. So I am is the unchanging substratum in and through all our experience. And so this Upanishad is bringing us to this fact that in every cognition, the I am is constant, upon which all this other particular cognition, they come and go. So uh, all
Krishnaji,
the
then
cognition.
Atmana
At,
Vindate Viryam.
at, hmm.
Atmana.
Atmana vindate viryam. Atmana, by this consciousness alone, by the
Yeah.
strength of this consciousness alone, all the cognitions are known. And having vidyaya vindate amrutam, and by vidya alone, by the knowledge of the self alone, one attains immortality. Because it is by the knowledge of 10th man alone, one gains 10th man. So,
Yeah.
is the knowledge of self and immortality different?
Yeah.
Is it different? Or is it the same thing?
It is the same
What
thing.
is
Ultimately,
immortality? What is immortality? What is mortal?
which is which
Divide.
dies or which is existence is not there. It's gone.
Whatever is anityam is
Anything.
immortal.
Mortal.
Sorry, is mortal.
Immortal.
Whatever is whatever can die is anityam.
Anything.
Whatever cannot die is
Is Amrutam.
nityam. So by immortality, what we are negating is it does not have the division of any limit. It does not have a limitation of time. So what can die? What is limited in time? That means Amrutatva means it is not limited in time. And what can be limited in time? Am I making sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
What can
clear.
be limited in time? What is limited in
Everything.
space?
Everything.
So
Everything
that
is
which,
here.
yeah. So limited in time, limited in space, and limited in object. Like uh, uh, this clip is not this pen. Where is this pen? This clip is not this pen. So this is object-wise limitation.
Yeah.
Then you are not where I am. I am in Ahmedabad. You are where?
At
That
different
place.
places.
Yeah. So
Different place. I am in Hyderabad.
so limitation of place, and then limitation of time, like yesterday, today, etc.
Yeah.
So these kind of divisions, uh, they are not there in Brahman. Why? Because
Yeah.
yesterday was I was there. Even yesterday, I am there. I am. I was perhaps so many years old yesterday, or so
Yeah.
many days old yesterday, and today I become older by one more day. But what about I am? I am remained constant. It's the body that became old. Did anything happen to I am? Nothing. So
Yeah.
I am remained constant. So was it did it get influenced by time? Did I am get influenced by time?
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
So I am is not subject to time. Uh,
To
it is
extend
not.
this logic, so extending this logic, I am still there even if I die.
Exactly, because I am not body, I am not
I'm not body.
I am not
Yeah.
body, I am not mind,
Yes.
I am the one because of which this body, mind, sense complex is enlivened
Right.
and
Yeah.
is so.
Right.
So this is what the Shruti wants to do. So
Yeah.
Amrutattvam basically is free from any limitations. So when I understand this consciousness, when I will understand this pure consciousness, will it have any limitation or will it be free from limitation? Uh, the consciousness which illumines every thought, is it limited? Was the consciousness which illumined your thought when you were 2 years old, is that consciousness different from uh, the
Yes.
consciousness which
No.
illumines the words I
It's
talk?
the same thing. It's the same
It
thing.
is the same.
Yeah.
So there is no division.
Yeah.
Uh, you were all around the place, but that consciousness was the same. So that
Yes.
consciousness didn't see any division in time or space. It was always there. It illumined all the thoughts, whether you were in Delhi, Hyderabad, anywhere. That consciousness was the same. It didn't undergo any modification. So that once Atmana Vindate, it's by the strength of the self, of this pure consciousness, that all the cognitions are illumined. That is what Atmana Vindate Viryam is saying. And Vidya, by the knowledge, by which knowledge? By the knowledge of this self, meaning by the knowledge of consciousness, by knowledge of self in its true form, Vindate Amritam, one attains immortality, meaning one recognizes that I immortality, I was always immortal, it is not something to be gained. One recognizes his true nature as free from all the limitations. So here,
This
attaining is in the form of recognition.
this word Atmana Vindate Viryam. How do we translate it in one sentence? Atmana
So
Vindate Viryam.
Atmana
Atmana
Vindate
means
Viryam.
Atma
Atmana
knowledge
means by the self.
by the
Uh,
self.
Viryam, by the strength of the
Strength.
self.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
by the strength of the self.
Vindate Viryam.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
By the by the true nature of the self, one attains the strength. Okay. So all the strength, where is it coming from? Protein powder? No.
Hmm.
All the strength is coming from consciousness.
Consciousness.
The strength of that boxer, where is it coming from? From protein powder?
No.
From the consciousness. Uh, and by knowledge, and how will one gain immortality? By the knowledge of this uh, conscious, of this self.
Okay. And the last one. This
And the
tricky
last
abundant.
one, and the last is iha ched vedi ath satyamasti na chediha vedin mahati vinashtihi bhuteshu vichitya dhiraha pretyasma lokadamrita bhavanti. Okay, I'll have to complete this very fast because I have to go. I have a lecture. So, what this uh, it's saying that in this human birth, iha means here in this human birth, if one does not know this atma, then if one does not know the true nature of the atma, then one has as if destroyed one's life. One nice opportunity Bhagavan gave you and you did not make use of it. Whereas those who have known this Atma, Dhiraha, Bhuteshu Bhuteshu Vichitya Dhiraha, whereas who is the wise person? The wise person who is the one who knows this Brahman as the self among all, as the self of all the living beings. So these kind of wise people who knows Brahman as the self of all the living beings. What about them? Pretya smat lokat Pretya asmat lokat amruta bhavanti. Having given up identification with this world, with this loka, with this individuality, with this ahamkara, mamakara, I and mine, what happens to them? Amruta bhavanti, they become immortal. So this is the Phalashruti.
Oh,
Okay,
oh,
that's it. I don't have to expand
yeah.
too much on this. So
Very
I
good. Okay,
will.
it clears all the doubts, Pushti.
It was
Yeah.
interesting today.
Okay. Okay. So we will do our prayers. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.
Very good.
Very good.
Very
It
good,
will be
Pushti.
more interesting when we do the Bhashya. Then we'll do
Oh,
word to word meaning. So, but
yeah.
for now it is okay.